I think my earliest memory would be around 2 or 3, and that's them fighting. Not physically fighting, but voices being raised.
Sad. He was crying.
I remember the scene. I remember when Michael came in, and
That was poignant.
that was one of the reasons I decided to get the divorce too. It was so deeply upsetting to him, and seeing his father and I arguing. Finally, when I decided to get the divorce, and I said, look, for once, let's really be honest with each other. I don't think this is anything that you're going to be able to stop doing. And he said, no, I can't. And I said, well, thank you, because you've freed me now in a way to be able to go ahead and live my life and go on. And I loved him then. I really respected him and loved him for that.
I remember when we moved to New York, and the first time the dad came to visit the apartment, and I remember that vividly, it must have been 5, and he walked in and he kissed my mother high on the cheek, and I broke into tears sobbing, ran out of the room, because the emotional release, the lack of the no tension, that there was no tension, and I realized then how much he must have been, anxious. There was that he said hello, and as a result, their divorce was always amicable.
I fell in love with Anne in Paris while I was shooting Act of Love. I kept thinking of her, so I called her.
I received a phone call, and it was from Kirk. I'd like to have a relationship with you, and it's you alone. Little did I know. And
She was so difficult to get into bed.
And one day he says to me, my ex-wife is visiting with the children. And I said to myself, aha, this is my exit. He came back from work and he said, I have to talk to you. And all of a sudden he just turned his head and he said, I want you to marry me. I totally fainted.
A year later, I married her in Las Vegas.
I never expected that because he enjoyed his bachelorhood. First of all, I don't think that many men are very faithful anyway. I had a long conversation with him after we got married. And I said, let's be honest. If you tell me, I know it's just because it's somebody in the movie or it's somebody that's just en passant. But if you don't tell me, then I will consider that something more serious. But that pact was not.